Hey, what's up guys, this is MugenLord here, and before we begin this video, I just wanted to thank you guys for checking out last week's video of Renatus. It really made me self-aware of a lot that's going on within the gaming industry, that there's so many of you guys out there who are unaware of some titles that were announced and didn't know anything about, that you could potentially be missing out on because we so strung up on a lot of the AAA gaming and the mainstream games that's out today. And I really want to change up the pace here on this channel, and I want to continue to do that by presenting titles such as Renatus here on this channel. But today we want to cover something a bit different that some of you guys may or may not know, but this game is pretty much creeping up on us in about a month. So we're going to dive right into this video. So before we talk about this game, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the notification bell for more gaming content here on this channel. So we're going to dive right into it. First and foremost, let's talk about Toriyama. It seemed like this may be the year of Toriyama, for the simple fact is just a couple of days ago we talked about a potential Chrono Trigger remake, which was discussed about Square Enix themselves, that they're contemplating or they could potentially be working on it. Don't know, but that's just my personal opinion on it. But what makes Chrono Trigger so unique is not the fact that it's a good JRPG, but its art style is very iconic. It's because of Akira Toriyama. If you guys don't know who that is, he's the creator of the Dragon Ball franchise, and his artwork has been synonymous with not only Chrono Trigger but more so the Dragon Quest series. And this trend is going to continue because apparently Bandai Namco had announced a game called Sandland, which is another title that is taken from Toriyama's work himself. So what is Sandland? We're going to discuss that because Sandland is one of those titles that I thought would never be adapted into a game. It's a single player action RPG that offers a somewhat semi-open world experience that can be explored with customizable vehicles. Now, the main protagonist is named Beelzebub, a demon prince who has a host of different abilities that you will be able to gain control of throughout the entire game and take on a variety of enemies that step in your path. Now, the game takes place on a desert planet that at some point was rich in resources until humankind drained its resources along the way. Of course, there were also natural disasters that played a big role in wrecking the environment. So this is definitely out the gate an interesting world, all barren wasteland, but there is some places that have green, lush environments, but that's very far in between. Demons and humans live together. Everyone is pretty much out for themselves, and the main antagonist is the Royal Army. Now, there's a variety of teammates that will accompany Beelzebub on his journey, and I think that's also pretty cool that we get a chance to get to know these different characters, and they all add to the story and also add to the variety as far as what you can do with the customizations, with the combat system, and what they add to the story. Also, the main highlight is the vehicle battle and hand-to-hand combat. Now, Beelzebub can string together light, strong attacks to perform combos on their enemies, and there's also plenty of vertical combat to defeat airborne enemies. So yes, you have horizontal and vertical gameplay, which allows you to take combat into the air and perform combos, which is also going to be pretty cool. There are plenty of abilities to unlock by taking advantage of the skill tree in the game menu system. So abilities allow you to change Beelzebub's physical appearance to enhance his durability and strength. So yes, he has abilities where he can turn to just sheer metal, which also increases his durability, and he has the ability to be able to pick up big objects like boulders with the different abilities that he has in order for him to use it in combat, or also to infect the environment in some way for him to be able to explore the area that he's in. And then also there's consumable items. Now, these consumable items will definitely play a major role in this game, because what these consumable items does is it increases a lot of your different stats that he has, your attack, your defense, your vitality, everything that you can possibly come up with, you can use these consumables. So I can't wait to see if there's going to be like a crafting system, or if there's other options when it comes to these consumable resources, or will there be also special consumable options items that you can potentially create or gain through different side quests. I think that'd be pretty interesting. But most importantly, I mean, we are in the desert. The most important consumable is water, and water plays a big impact in this game as well, because it not only replenishes your health, it also has other special properties throughout the game when you drink water. So a game where water is very important, I think we don't get enough of those. I think that's going to be pretty interesting. And you can also see the water, I guess you say the quench meter as well when it comes to Beelzebub's health and how he responds when he's lacking water. So I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. I want to know how much will that play in the gameplay mechanics itself while you're traversing the desert land. And then of course, traversing these expansive environments, vehicles will play a major role during your experience with Sandland. This will become the highlight of the game. They come in a vast variety, each with its unique movement and capabilities. Deciding what to equip these massive tanks and mechs with will have you sitting down for hours figuring out the best build to accomplish your mission. And I think that's what the main focus, because when the first trailer was revealed of this game, the main highlight was more so vehicle combat. So I believe that this is where you will spend most of your time with this game, is especially personalizing the experience with this, is when you pretty much essentially using your vehicles. And the fact is that they have variety from mechs, doom buggies, tanks. I can't wait to see if they have helicopters. I think that would probably be interesting, but that's where the major part, especially when you go to the garage, you'll be able to suit up to find out which build is perfect for you. And then not only that, they also have, I guess you say, stealth missions where you're able to sneak around camps to be able to sneak up on your enemy, scare them to death, and knock them out. And I think that's gonna be pretty cool. So you see here with Sandland, there's going to be a variety, so to keep the gameplay interesting. And I think that's where a lot of games are lacking, is lacking variety. When you don't have variety, the game can get pretty repetitive. But as long as they keep adding a variety of different mechanics that overall meshes together just well and is synchronized just well and have that synergy, I think you'll have a fun, interesting, and addictive game. And then of course, there are also skill trees for your companions too. Some of them help you during combat, while others will help you outside of combat, like traversing the environment or improving your vehicles. And there's also a hub town for you to stock up on resources before heading out on your adventure with your companions. Not only that, but you can also create your own room in a garage to personalize your space, which I think that's going to be a lot of time that a lot of you guys may spend, is just hooking up your crib, like your garage itself, and making it more personalized for you to just chill, hang out. So I know gamers are going to have fun with that. I think the more customization, the better. The more personalized the experience is, the better. And that's what keeps people and gamers themselves keep coming back for more. And then not only that, also have a base of operations, which is like a hub town where you can meet different NPCs that will also help you, I guess you would say, develop this bustling town. So you also will have to quest, find these people, and they will add shops, they will add new garages, and before you know it, you start having a big expanded developed town. So your choices and what you do in this game doesn't have an overall impact on your base of operations. So I can't wait to see how that play out. And I think the fun part about it is when you start looking at user created videos on YouTube to see how they decked out their town and decked out their garage themselves. And of course, there's also plenty of mini games like arenas where you can use your mechs that you built. And I think that's gonna be a lot of time spent with that. Especially there's a lot of gamers who love to create builds, no matter if it's builds for a party, builds for an individual character. And even when it comes to vehicles and mechas, I think fans will definitely enjoy this, because now they'll be able to put their build to the test in their arena mode that they have for you to play. And they haven't went into details of what perks you get by participating in this, but I know that a lot of you out there is going to give this a try to see what the mode have to offer. And then also you also have a racing mini game, so you'll be able to use builds for your vehicles as well. So I think that's also pretty cool. And last but not least, which I thought was awesome, is the fact is that Deborah, the Demon King himself from Dragon Ball Z, also plays a role in this. I don't know how significant his role is, but he's also in the game. So this also, if you're not familiar with Sandland, if I was to take a guess or speculate, if Deborah is in this game has to take place in the Dragon Ball universe overall. And it's cool to be able to play in the Dragon Ball universe, you know, as different characters other than Goku and the rest of the Z fighters. So that's interesting to see the life of other characters outside of Dragon Ball. I think that's really, really cool. But as far as the release date is concerned, the game is going to release April 26th. Yes, that's right. It's next month. We're a month away from this. So if you guys didn't know anything about this game, now you do. And I hope you guys got enough info to make a sound decision whether or not this is a game for you and you want to go out and purchase this game. I'm going to definitely give this game a try myself and eventually do a first impression and maybe a review for the channel if that's something that you're interested in. But that pretty much wraps this video. If you enjoyed this video, definitely let me know in the comment section below if this is something that you would play. Sandland, does this look interesting to you? And if so, what aspects of the game has your interest? So if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe button for more gaming content here on this channel. This is MugenLord signing off. I'll see you game fiends later. Peace out.